Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Emmanuel Lens back again with another video. So as you guys know, I have the X-M5 with me. I'm actually returning it tomorrow. I'm so sad because I don't think I've loved the camera like I've loved this one, and I haven't used a tiny camera as powerful as this one for a pretty long time. As you can see, I have actually a Canon lens on it. Like, not even a Canon lens. Actually, I have a my Fuji 35mm on it. But if I pair it, for example, with a very inexpensive lens like this one, very inexpensive and actually very tiny, it really pairs very well, as you can see here. So this is a very good preposition from Fuji. I really do like that word a lot, but I can tell you this combo is very powerful for photo and for video. It is true that it's missing EVF. There are some cosmetic factors here that you can definitely take into consideration, but I wouldn't take it to a certain extent too far because this camera, for the price, you are getting something that really good. And if you pair it with this remote control, you have yourself a content creation kit that really does punch above his weight, if I have to put it like that. Because with this remote, when you connect these two together, and with a zoom lens, this power zoom lens, you switch on the remote. I'm telling you, you have something that really works super well. Let's just see if we can get this to work. You have to press and hold for a few seconds. Hope the battery didn't die. So it connects pretty fast, to be honest. That's something that I have noticed. And you have a small icon when the remote does come on. I don't know if you guys will be able to see that. So yeah, so you have a small icon here when the remote switches on, and that just it shows you that it is on. And when you're using it with this remote control, I don't know if you can see that. It's it's going up and down, and I'm pressing the remote. So with this power zoom lens, unfortunately it has a variable aperture, which is like from 3.5 to f5.6. That's the only grab that you can have. But with the ISO performance of this newer camera, you probably are not really running any risk because they have some of the best ISO performance I've seen in the Fuji in a really long time. And that is something that I appreciate a lot. The codec on this camera is amazing. If you've used all of the newer Fuji lately, you know that this camera can even shoot as 6.2K, which is unbelievable for a camera this size. So you can definitely rest assured that you have yourself a powerful tool when you get this camera. And I was pleasantly surprised when I pulled it out of the box. First of all, by the size. I think I already said that in the first impression that I had of the camera. But this is one of the cameras that I've used extensively compared to any other Fuji that I've had for review for quite some time, because it really does offer me things that I never thought that I would find in such a tiny. I thought Fuji would probably hold a few things back, but they have probably held some few things back in terms of the body of the camera. You have a bit of metal on top here, but everything otherwise is plastic. You have metal. Oh, it's actually plastic. Down here you have plastic as well. You have just a little bit of metal here on top. Um, but it is everything overall plasticky, very plasticky. So I wouldn't bang this camera a lot. I'm sure it's not going to take a lot of abuse compared to like a body of an XT1, for example, which is all metal and magnesium. So that's just something that you can take into consideration when you are getting this camera, because it's a very, should I say, fragile camera compared to all the other Fuji that I've used so far. So that is something that definitely you have to take into consideration. But the button placement and everything is there. I want to use it actually as a webcam as well. and just to see how it's going to perform. So what I need to do right now is uh, change the power consumption, and the advantage that it has over, for example, my X-T2 a webcam is that I have a flip out screen that really does allow me really to like, yeah, see myself. So, and you also have Type C recording, which is something that I definitely value a little bit more over the old type, or the Type B. What Type C here and Type B that I think I have there. You have a headphone jack and all of those shenanigans. It's just really good. So I'm going to switch this there as my webcam. So I'm just going to change the video recording mode to fit the recording mode that I am using right now, because obviously with this one, because of the quality of the image, I can get maybe a little too much. Fuji X-M5 as my webcam, and you can definitely see that there is quite a big jump in image quality, and this is something that I really like. And yeah, I love this, to be honest. And I think I'll be using, actually, this crop actually feels so good as well. It's not cropped. I don't know if the sensor size are a little different, anything like that. So, but the image looks just much better. I'm looking at myself on the I can see myself on the screen as well. That's one of the advantage of having this camera, because it has a really beautiful screen. And okay, I'm obviously not projecting, and I'm shooting in f-log. I'm not shooting in f-log 2 because f-log 2 shoots your ISO up, all the way up to like 1250, I think. So this is the camera that I've been using a lot for my webcam, my Fuji XM. What is this one? Fuji again? Uh, so I was shooting with a Fuji uh, XT2, and I don't shoot it in f-log. I think I should actually also put it in f-log for my video, because I'll probably get a bit more opportunity to grade it better. But the data rate just looks different. It looks like night and day, and I am very much tempted to get myself a Fuji X-M5 and use it as a webcam, because I have a flip out screen, as I said, and that's really just play quite a role. I don't know if I'll be able to show it to you guys. Um, let me just lower this. So this is what it looks like. I'm gonna lower my eyes. Yeah, this is what it looks like on my desktop, and that's really like very good. This is OBS. This is actually how I shoot everything that you guys can see. Um, it's really dope. It's one system that works really fine for me, and yeah, so I'm super impressed about this, and because I can't really talk much about this camera besides talking about the image quality that it gives me. I'm looking at myself and I'm pretty impressed by what I am getting. I can use it differently than the way I'm using it right now. I can actually use it as a standalone. I'm just using it now as a webcam, and that's one thing that I do prefer doing, because it sends everything into my computer. This is definitely a camera that I am willing to spend on, because I've been holding on to getting a new Fuji, getting a new body, because I got this 2 years ago, and I could have probably be saving my money to get something like this one that I'm using right now. It's so good. I am not lying. It is really good. And the image quality that I am getting out of this is just unbelievable. Definitely unbelievable. You can see the differences even in like the roll off, the highlight roll off between the image that I had before and what I am really getting right now. It's so much better, and that is something that this camera can't give me, and it's part of what the dynamic range looks like on this camera. But anyway, we're not going to be batching it a lot because this camera is pretty old, but it's still pretty much a good proposition as well. And I mean, I don't know what I can talk about in terms of reviewing this camera per se, because there's so many good things, but I don't want to keep it really long. I have on my first video I spoke about the ergonomic size difference is so huge between the XT2 and the XM5. We can't even put them. It's like an Apple and whatever they compare those things to. So can't compare the two. but it is something that you can take into consideration, because if you really want to be nimble, probably this is a camera for you. This one screams a little bit more professional because it is a professional Fuji body, but obviously the XM5 is much better. I am pleasantly surprised. I'm actually really impressed by what I'm getting from this camera, and I will. So it's part of one video, so I'll have to grade it differently because now I have two different sensors and two different images on it. But I'll see you guys in the next one, and I would recommend to buy this camera. Peace out.